Yes, my friends, we have some important things to share with you today, including an issue that has generated a lot of controversy behind the scenes at the Ravens. Unfortunately, we know that some players and coaches are on the verge of not renewing their contracts with the Baltimore Ravens. Others have already confirmed that they will renew, and this has divided opinions among fans. Before continuing, make sure you've already pressed the like button if you agree that Lamar Jackson should stay with the Ravens until 2025. Another question is about Justin Tucker. Will he stay? If possible, comment below with your opinion about him. So far, from what has been confirmed, the Baltimore Ravens have officially announced that Todd Monken has signed a contract extension to remain as the team's offensive coordinator. Although the details of the agreement, including salary, duration, and terms, have not been disclosed, this change confirms the team's commitment to continuity in the offense after a record-breaking season. What is raising eyebrows, however, is the lack of a press conference to announce the extension. Typically, a coach of Monken's stature would be celebrated with a formal event featuring head coach John Harbaugh and general manager Eric DeCosta, but that didn't happen. And there's a good reason for that. The Ravens are currently dealing with a situation that has completely overshadowed any other team news: the uncertain status of kicker Justin Tucker. The team has remained silent on the matter, and while no official decision has been made, many expect Baltimore to move on from Tucker due to the allegations against him. While the situation is still unresolved, the team appears to be preparing for the possibility of releasing him. And according to Brian McFarland, the Ravens would likely designate him as a post-June 1st cut. That move would create $4.2 million in cap space for 2024 while spreading the dead money across 2 seasons, $2.8 million this year and $4.6 million in 2025. However, the Ravens only have 2 post-June 1st designations available per year, and one of them is already expected to be used on Marcus Williams. The veteran safety restructured his contract to facilitate an exit from Baltimore, and his departure has been anticipated ever since he was benched late in the season. If the Ravens decide to move on from Tucker as well, they'll have used both of their post-June 1st designations, limiting their flexibility for other roster moves. This looming decision on Tucker has essentially put the Ravens in a media blackout. If they were to hold a press conference for Monken's extension, the first question would undoubtedly be about Tucker. And without a clear answer, the organization would only create more confusion and speculation. For now, it seems they are waiting until they have a definitive course of action before addressing the media on any topic. Meanwhile, the Ravens have also made another coaching move, hiring Tyler Santucci as their new linebackers coach. Santucci, 36, was previously the defensive coordinator at Georgia Tech, Duke, and Texas A&M, marking this as his first opportunity in the NFL. The Ravens have a history of promoting talented young coaches through the ranks, and if Santucci proves himself, he could follow a similar trajectory. As the team navigates these coaching changes and potential roster moves, Ravens fans are left wondering what the future holds. The uncertainty surrounding Tucker, the lack of a press conference for Monken, and the looming departure of Williams are all signs that Baltimore is in the middle of a crucial offseason.
What do you think, Ravens fans? Should the team move on from Justin Tucker? And how do you feel about Monken's extension and the new coaching additions? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Beyond the uncertainty surrounding Justin Tucker and Marcus Williams, Ravens fans are also debating what the team should do to improve the offense. With Todd Monken locked in for another season, many believe Baltimore needs to get Lamar Jackson a true number 1 wide receiver. While Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman have shown flashes, the Ravens haven't had a dominant go-to-pass catcher in years. One fan suggested targeting a big-bodied receiver like the Bills' Mac Hollins, a 6 feet 4 inches, 220-pound veteran with playoff experience who wouldn't cost much to acquire. Hollins isn't a superstar, but he could serve as a solid red zone target and blocker, 2 traits the Ravens prioritize. However, some argue that Jackson deserves an elite receiver like DK Metcalf or T. Higgins. The challenge is that receivers of that caliber typically want to be the top option, and in Baltimore's run-heavy offense, they might not get the targets they desire. It's clear that the Ravens have faith in Flowers and Bateman, but would adding another receiver really take this offense to the next level? The team has historically invested more in tight ends and the running game, and some believe that Derrick Henry should be even more involved in the passing game. Despite being one of the most dominant running backs in the league, Henry was rarely used as a receiver this past season. If Monken expands his role, it could make the Ravens' offense far less predictable. But the biggest concern among fans isn't just personnel, it's mentality. Many believe Baltimore needs to develop a more aggressive mindset, especially in the postseason. Time and time again, the Ravens have dominated the regular season only to fall short in the playoffs. Fans want to see the team keep its foot on the gas, not let opponents hang around. They point to games where the Ravens built early leads, only to take their foot off the pedal and allow teams to creep back in. The divisional round loss to Buffalo was a prime example. Despite 3 crucial mistakes, the Ravens still had a chance to force overtime. Some argue that if the game had been played in Baltimore instead of Buffalo, the Ravens would have advanced. Others say there's no excuse. The team simply wasn't prepared for the moment. This has led to discussions about whether John Harbaugh's leadership style is holding the team back. While Harbaugh isn't going anywhere, some believe he needs to adapt, focusing on better situational football and instilling a killer instinct. The Chiefs have perfected the art of staying calm in big games, while the Ravens often seem to tighten up under pressure. And then there's the Mark Andrews situation. His fourth-quarter drop against Buffalo reminded many fans of Lee Evans' infamous drop against the Patriots in the 2011 AFC Championship. Andrews has been a key player for Baltimore, but some fans have crossed the line, attacking him on social media. It's a reminder that, while football is emotional, players are human too. As the offseason unfolds, Ravens fans are left with plenty of questions. Will the team officially move on from Justin Tucker? Will they find a way to land a big-time receiver? And most importantly, can they finally develop the mentality needed to win a Super Bowl? Let's hear it. Ravens flock, what do you think the team needs to do to take that next step? Todd Monken's contract extension is a big win for the Ravens, ensuring continuity for an offense that broke records. However, the lack of a press conference raises questions, clearly influenced by the uncertainty surrounding Justin Tucker. The potential departure of the kicker, along with Marcus Williams, signals major roster changes ahead. Meanwhile, fans are debating the next step for the offense. Will the Ravens finally get Lamar Jackson a true number 1 wide receiver? Should Derrick Henry have a bigger role in the passing game? And most importantly, can this team develop the mentality needed to dominate in the postseason? The Ravens have repeatedly shown they can be one of the most dominant teams in the NFL during the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they keep falling short. This has left fans frustrated and searching for answers. The loss to the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round was yet another painful reminder that regular season success means nothing if a team can't deliver in the biggest moments. Baltimore's mistakes were costly. Turnovers, missed opportunities, and questionable execution doomed them in a game they could have won. Instead of playing to win, it often felt like they were playing not to lose. Many believe that for the Ravens to take the next step, they need to develop a more aggressive mentality. Too often, they build early leads and then slow down, allowing teams to creep back into games. Championship teams, like the Chiefs, play with confidence and close out games when they have the chance. The Ravens, on the other hand, have struggled to finish strong in critical matchups. Whether it's a lack of adjustments or an inability to handle playoff pressure, something has to change. With Todd Monken remaining as offensive coordinator, the offense will have stability heading into 2025. His system helped Lamar Jackson thrive last season, and another year in this scheme could lead to even better results. Ultimately, talent isn't the issue. The Ravens have enough pieces to contend for a Super Bowl, but their playoff failures point to a mental hurdle that they must overcome. Whether it's by making smarter in-game adjustments, limiting costly mistakes, or simply playing with more confidence, the Ravens need to change their approach when the stakes are highest. So, Ravens flock, what do you think? What moves should the team make this offseason to finally break through and win a championship? Let's talk about it.